Spiritual abuse in Africa comes in many guises. It is not limited to the poor, uneducated, or socially vulnerable. Even the wealthy, influential, and highly educated can become victims of manipulative prophets, fake pastors, and self-appointed spiritual authorities. The belief that money or status protects people from exploitation is seriously erroneous. In reality, spiritual abuse thrives because many societies have normalized blind obedience to titles, religious positions, and claims of supernatural power. In West Africa, particularly in Nigeria, religious leaders are often treated as unquestionable figures. Respect for spiritual authority is deeply rooted in culture, but when respect turns into absolute submission, abuse becomes inevitable. Many people are conditioned from childhood to believe that pastors, prophets, alphas, or traditional spiritualists possess special access to God and therefore must never be challenged. Critical thinking is viewed as rebellion, while unquestioning loyalty is praised as faith. This mindset begins before people even become members of churches or religious movements. In many communities, people are accustomed to seeking out spiritual intermediaries who see visions, provide charms, prescribe rituals, or claim supernatural insight into every problem. Some simply transfer the same dependency into modern churches, searching for prophets who will think, pray, fast, and decide everything on their behalf. False prophets thrive in such environments because dependence gives them power. Over time, spiritual guidance becomes control. Followers are told where to live, who to marry, how to spend their money, and how to interpret every setback in life. Fear is the main tool of control. People are warned that questioning the pastor means questioning God, and that disobedience will bring curses, failure, or spiritual consequences. Under such pressure, many surrender not only their freedom of thought, but also their finances, relationships, and bodies. One of the most disturbing forms of spiritual abuse today is sexual exploitation, disguised as prophecy, deliverance, counseling, or spiritual cleansing. Across the continent, there have been countless stories of pastors and prophets coercing women and sometimes men and children into sexual acts under the guise of divine instruction. Some claim God revealed that intimacy is necessary for healing, breakthrough, fertility, or protection from evil spirits. Others exploit vulnerable followers during private counseling sessions or late-night prayer meetings. Victims are often emotionally manipulated into silence, convinced that exposing the abuse would bring shame, curses, or spiritual consequences. What makes this abuse especially dangerous is the culture of silence surrounding religious leaders. Many congregations protect the reputation of the pastor more fiercely than the dignity of victims. Survivors who speak out are accused of lying, bitterness, or attacking God's anointed. In some cases, entire communities participate in defending abusers simply because they perform miracles, preach powerfully, or appear successful. This culture enables predators to continue operating unchecked. Spiritual abuse also flourishes where people seek escape from personal responsibility. Some followers become comfortable allowing religious leaders to completely take over their lives, praying for them, fasting on their behalf, making decisions for them, and interpreting every event spiritually. Once this dependency is established, manipulation becomes easier. Financial exploitation is framed as sacrifice. Emotional control is called loyalty. Sexual exploitation is disguised as divine instruction. The victim slowly loses the ability to distinguish between faith and domination. The solution is not abandoning your faith or the church, but it means leaving religion and spirituality. Religion and spirituality aren't positives as many think. Faith is not the enemy. The real danger lies in systems of religion and spirituality that discourage questioning and elevate leaders beyond accountability. Africans must learn to separate genuine beliefs and practices from manipulation. Every spiritual claim should be tested. Every leader should be made accountable. No pastor, prophet, alpha, bishop, or traditional healer should wield unchecked power over another person's mind, body, property, and finances or future. True faith should empower people, not enslave them. It should inspire wisdom, dignity, and freedom, not fear, silence, and dependency. Until societies encourage critical thinking and stop worshipping titles and personalities, spiritual abuse in all its forms, financial, emotional, and sexual, will continue to thrive behind the mask of religion.